Hi, I'm making a quick video about divine inspiration and creativity. I want to read something that I just wrote on the dining room table just recently. I started to keep a pile of paper and pen around in all the rooms and make tables in each room that's conducive to creating something in the spur of the moment. I've dedicated a zone for making music, and it's always ready to make music, whether it be on the acoustic guitar or with the synthesizer and Logic Pro, or I've dedicated a room with tables and paint set up with palettes and brushes all ready to go with lots of surfaces to paint on. I have dedicated outside places to plant seeds, and the seeds are ready to go whenever I have kitchen space ready with all the ingredients separated and organized, so that if I feel suddenly inspired to make some new recipe, I have everything I need. And what else? Journals laying around. Yeah, so I hurt my knuckle the other day, so I made this splint. So speaking of creativity, it's everywhere. So I'm just gonna read what I wrote because I wanted to paraphrase it, but I'm just afraid that I'll lose the essence. As soon as the creative spark of an idea enters your zone, try and honor it and act upon it ASAP to communicate that you are in fact receptive and capable of giving birth to this guided inspiration that needs to realize. This habit of honoring these gifts that come to you, like a friend who has something they want to share, you stop and offer your attention and energy. As you exercise this more and more, a sort of trust is built, and you become a go-to for beautiful and sacred information and ideas that need to be realized for the evolution of the experience as a whole. And then I drew a little picture, and it has the divine spark, and it says honor and respect on the bottom. Yeah, I find that as I shed distractions from my life, I have basically all day long, all throughout the day and night, I have back and forth between etheric sort of music, tonal music that's just really soft and in the background, almost like angelic, to kind of just keep me in this space that I like to be in. Or I'm listening to an hour or 2 hour long guided meditation or a podcast or an interview or something like that. That's conducive to the path that I'm on, the mission that I'm on, that I'm dedicated to every day. I make the conscious choice to stay in a place of learning and growing and reprogramming myself to make it easier to be free from what's been set up previously and all the conditioning that's made my life difficult up until now or in the past. So yeah, as I get rid of a lot of distractions and I start fine-tuning my life and environment to be in a more flow state, calm, my nervous system is very calm. I am, for the most part, in a constant state of meditation, mindfulness, awareness, feeling into the space in my physical body, my energetic field, sort of like stilling my antenna to be very clear and sort of a beacon and not warped and confused and agitated or anxious. If your nervous system is firing off the charts, if you have a lot of stimulants in your body or you have a lot of stimulants around you, it can be hard to stay in a centered place. So it's really sweet. I'm getting distracted. as I'm talking about not being distracted, I'm getting distracted by the sweet kids on their bikes. They're my neighbors and they're really sweet, and I'm getting distracted because I want to also give them my attention somehow, because I see them going back and forth on their bikes in front of my house, and it's really sweet. It's like I want to be with them for a minute, so we can do both. So, what's my point? Maybe I'll stop the video and just go play with them. That's my point. When inspiration arises, I'm understanding that it's important to act upon it as soon as you can. Write down if you can. Drop what you're doing and do what your heart and the divine spark meets your heart and creates a desire to act. Don't put a wall in front of that. Open the gate and let it run free and see how exciting and beautiful your experience can be, and what sort of ripple you're putting out there in the field around you. Just talking about that right now, whatever I just said, I let that come through and it felt really, really beautiful. And I think it's important to have physically these feelings of beauty and freedom and correctness and speaking a truth, to train yourself that it's possible to live in a new way, to embody this feeling, to become a new sort of operating system. You just need to continuously show yourself that and feel it and reprogram your stuff, and then it just becomes you. But we're all practicing all this new stuff right now, and it's really great to have a venue such as YouTube to talk about these things and share them. I'm sharing my process with you, and I want you to see how I'm developing. And if that helps you, that's amazing. And if you feel like you resonate with me and what I'm saying, reach out and let's talk about it. I'm here at my house a lot, and I'm always willing to jump on a Skype call or a Zoom call, or have a chat and just check in and talk about progress and what's happening. It's really exciting, and it's really important for us to stay connected while we're doing these amazing things that are gifted to us. Yeah, so as a creative individual, as an artist, there are so many things that I have my antennas in. I'm a painter, I draw illustration, I write, I sing, I make music, I do other forms of art, sculpture, found art, sculpture, I cook, I have a garden, I craft what I say in a certain way. I'm always working on fine-tuning my environment, and so it's important for me to stay in a space of flow and mindfulness and receptivity and calm, so that when, say, I'm very quiet and I'm making myself something to eat, and it's beautiful because I'm putting the attention into everything that I'm making, that this food is for my cells to grow and to help regenerate my body, to heal myself as much as possible. And I'm really grateful for this food that I get delivered from the farm every week. I get a big bucket of fresh produce, and it's delicious, and it's life from the sun, and it's feeding me. And while I'm making my meal, I may get some words in my head or a melody, and it's like, oh wow, I have a song that I want to make this song. So then I bring my meal over to the area where I'm creating music, and I'm eating, and I'm slowly going into the space where the melody is leading me, and I begin to make the song. And I honor that. I honor that the song came to me as a gift, and it wants to come out into the world. And I am so grateful that it chose me to come through, and so I act upon that divine spark as soon as I can. And then so you're just cleaning the house, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I want to go paint this picture right now. And so you go and you paint, and then you're calm and you're doing the painting. Oh, I need to write to this person. Right, then you write to the person. And all the while your intention is to stay clear, to stay receptive, to act from your heart. And I've got to tell you, my life is beautiful living this way. And it's not normal in society's terms, and so it's hard to no, it's not hard to imagine that I can keep myself sustained living like this. And I have faith that we can support each other in living like this. And I'm a patron to a couple of artists on Patreon, and I have about 4 patrons right now on my Patreon. And if you are interested in being a part of what I'm doing and supporting this process here, so that I'm able to stay in this flow and be sustained and keep providing creative content however it comes out, whenever it does, please visit my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Heather Mattoon, and it's $1 a month, or $3 a month, and it's like, it's the energy that shows me that I'm being encouraged to continue to share what I have to share, and to be this conduit of free expression. And I would love to see this world shift as I shift inside. I would love to see the outer world shift as well. And I'm filled with excitement and reverence for the way that the energy of the universe is working for all of us. And it's all possible, and there's plenty for everyone. And if we can all shift to a perspective of love and compassion and care and nourishing and fostering creativity and authenticity and creation, it's going to get so much better. So I know I rambled a lot about lots of different things, and thanks for sticking with me if you've made it this far. And I really hope you have a beautiful day. And like I said, I'm here to support, and I love support. So let's connect and just keep growing. So take care. Thank you so much. Peace.